The first pearl, and it is the most important thing that I learned after over 2.5 decades on the street. So don't be fooled if you read Expect to Win and you see that it is chapter 4, because it is the most important thing that I learned, and that is perception is the co-pilot to reality. How people perceive you will directly impact how they deal with you. Yes, the reality of how smart you are has something to do with your success equation. The reality of how hard you work has something to do with your success equation. But a very big component of your success equation is the perception that the marketplace has about you. What lens are they looking through when they are looking at you? And it's important that if you want to maximize your success in the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in, you must understand the adjectives that are associated with success for the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in. If you don't understand the adjectives that are associated with success, you can work really hard, but you won't maximize your success in that role because you're working in a way that is inconsistent with the way they are thinking about success. Remember nothing else about our time together this morning. Remember that you can train people to think about you in the way that you want them to think about you. And how do you do that? You pick 3 adjectives that you would like people to use to describe you when you are not in the room. And why do I say when you're not in the room? Is because all of the important decisions about your career will be made when you are not in the room. Compensation decisions will be made when you are not in the room. Promotion decisions will be made when you are not in the room. And new assignments will be given out when you are not in the room. So how do you want people to describe you when you're not in the room? Pick 3 adjectives that are absolutely consistent with who you really are, because I'm a big fan of the authenticity point. Nobody can be you the way that you can be you. It is your distinct competitive advantage. The 3 adjectives that are absolutely consistent with who you really are, the 3 adjectives that are valued in your organization, where they intersect is how you must behave consistently if you want to train people to think about you in a certain way. It is consistent behavior around those 3 adjectives. But ladies, it is imperative that you understand the adjectives that are associated with success for the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in. If you are in a finance role, people better describe you as analytical, quantitative. If you're in a marketing role, they should say creative, out-of-the-box thinker. If you're in a sales role, they should call you commercial, relationship-oriented. And oh, by the way, every day that you choose to exercise your power to go into your seat, you should know exactly what you're playing for. It should never be a mystery to you as to what it takes to get to the next pay scale or what it takes to get to the next promotion. And most of us go into our seats every day and say, I'm going to keep my head down. I'm going to work really hard. They will see that I'm focused, I'm loyal, and I'm good, and everything will work out accordingly. And it doesn't work out that way. Because if you're working in a way that is inconsistent with the way they are thinking about success, you won't maximize your success in that role. Or said differently, if you offer that which is not of value, you will not be rewarded. But if you know what you're playing for, it will keep you motivated and inspired to deliver excellence every day. There are 2 types of currency in any environment: performance currency and relationship currency. But I want you to think to yourself that a dollar is not a dollar is not a dollar. Performance currency is worth about $1.50 very early on in your career or very early on in any organization. And performance currency is generated by you delivering that which was asked of you and a little bit more. Anytime you deliver what was asked of you and a little bit more, you will generate that performance currency. And performance currency is valuable for 3 reasons. Number 1, it will create a reputation for you in the marketplace. People will know that you are good. Number 2, early on, it will get you paid and promoted. And number 3, it may even attract a sponsor for you. And as you all know, a sponsor is a critical relationship in your ability to maximize your success, because a sponsor is the person that is carrying your paper into the room. This is the person that behind closed doors will argue passionately on your behalf as to why you should get the great bonus, why you should get the promotion, why you should get the next great opportunity. Make no mistake, this person is spending their valuable political and social capital on you. So performance currency will help you to recruit a sponsor, no question about it. Performance currency works very much like the stock market. Anytime a company says to the street that it will deliver 25 cents a share in that quarter, and that company delivers 40 cents a share, that stock goes up every single time. And so will yours. And relationship currency is generated by the investments that you make in the people in your environment. The investments that you make in the people in your environment. I can't tell you how important this is. Your ability to ascend in any organization will be a function of somebody's judgment. Judgment about whether or not you're ready. Judgment about whether or not the team will follow you. Judgment about whether or not you will be successful. And ladies and gentlemen, judgments are directly influenced by relationships. Fourth pearl I want to leave you with this morning is if you consider yourself a leader in the 21st century, you must be comfortable taking risks. You must be comfortable taking risks. 15 years ago, you could create a competitive differential for yourself if you had information that other people didn't have. But today, information is a commodity. So the way that you differentiate yourself in any environment is to show that you are comfortable taking risks, because it says to the marketplace that you are comfortable with change. And change is one guarantee that you should have in your life. Activate, transform. Activate, transform. You cannot have fear anywhere in that equation. And if you find yourself in a situation where you're being presented an opportunity and you feel like it's a risk and you're not sure if you should take the risk, ask yourself 3 questions. Will the new thing give you skills and experiences that you would not get if you stayed in your current seat another 12 months? Second question, will the new thing expose you to people, relationships, and networks that you would not get if you stayed in your current seat another 12 months? And lastly, will the new thing create new branches on your personal decision tree of opportunity, i.e. you could go off and do some other things that you wouldn't have been able to do if you stayed in your current seat another 12 months? If the answer to all 3 of those questions is yes, you should absolutely take the risk.